4 months, your baby may be starting to do lots of new things like squeal, laugh, reach, and yes, even rock and roll. You're also probably getting a sense of who your baby is, their own unique temperament. Your baby's temperament may be different from yours, so understanding their reactions will help you respond to their needs. Your baby's temperament.
Let's talk a bit more about temperament. Temperament is the way we relate to the world. Things like how active we are, how easily we adjust to new situations, or how we respond to bright lights and activity.
He's pretty opinionated, if you could say that about a baby that can't speak.
He's a little more just like gentle and sweet.
He's very dreamy. He's like
Very dreamy, yeah.
Your baby's temperament influences how they will react to different situations. And no two babies will respond to the same situation the same way.
My last son, he came out screaming, reaching for stuff.
There is no one temperament that is better than another, but some can be more challenging for parents than others, like high energy or shyness. All people, parents included, have their own temperaments. It can be a good idea to start to examine how you respond to things, just as you learn about how your baby does. This can help you find a way to understand each other and not view differences as bad behavior.
Cannot change your baby's temperament. They are who they are. Just gotta learn to adjust.
It'll come to you second nature, trial and error, just learning them and accepting them for who they are.
Starting solids.
For now, introducing solid foods is just about getting your baby familiar with a few new tastes and textures. So how can you tell if your baby's ready to start solids?
When they're looking at my food, looking at me, and it's like this little dribble is coming down, and then it's like, I think you want some of this.
Showing an interest in food is one of the best signs that your baby is ready to start trying solids. Another sign of readiness is being able to hold their head up well in a high chair. For now, solid foods really means liquidy or squishy foods. Food at this age is really just an experiment, as your baby will still use breast milk or formula as their main food source.
And I started her on your typical things like a pumpkin, a sweet potato. I either would puree it if I had it in the house already, and if I didn't, then I would buy the little jars.
A new baby means new expenses, and costs add up quickly. If you're worried about being able to afford enough food for your family, talk to your doctor. They can help you find resources that can provide support.
Choking hazards and poisons.
While starting foods can be very fun, know that your baby can and will put anything they can get their hands on into their mouth. So it's important to start thinking about keeping them safe. Your baby is exploring the world using their mouth, and generally, if something is small enough to fit into a toilet paper roll, it can be a choking hazard. It's also important to be aware of the danger of poisonous household objects. Swallowing a button battery, high-powered magnets, laundry or dishwashing pods, or chemicals present a serious danger to your child. Keep them out of reach and in a secure location. Even though they may not be crawling, they are working on reaching, and whatever they can grasp with their hand will end up in their mouths.
Drowsy but awake.
Most 4 to 6-month-old babies need 12 to 15 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. You can continue to put your baby down in an empty crib on their back to sleep. If your baby rolls over onto their side or tummy, you don't need to turn them back over. Getting enough sleep during the day will help them sleep longer at night. Many parents try to get their babies to fall asleep before they put them in the crib. This doesn't allow your baby to learn how to calm themselves to fall asleep. Instead, you can try putting your baby into their crib drowsy but awake. This will allow them to practice falling asleep on their own.
Play is learning.
My daughter loved the sensory books that had different feels, soft, fuzzy, hard, and you could really see sort of the wheels in her head turning.
This can be a really interesting time to step into your baby's perspective. Your 4-month-old's play is actually hard work they're doing to understand their world, themselves, and the people and objects around them. Children learn best when they are free to explore what interests them, where they have choices, where fun is the focus.
I would pick up a rattle and shake it with my son and give it to them and see what was their reaction. And it was just mesmerizing how they would pick it up and try to imitate the movement. And then when they actually got it and they could hear the sound, they would be like surprised. I just did that.
My kids, they really enjoy music. And I'll dance in front of them and they're like, yeah, it's mommy, you know, like I'm the best thing since sliced bread.
Anything can be used as a toy. You don't need fancy or battery-operated toys. Learning can happen with everyday objects, such as pots, pan, wooden spoon, empty boxes. You want to put something just out of your baby's reach and let them work together. A little frustration is a good thing. Reaching for something you want can be motivating. You also want to encourage floor play and activities that help your baby to stretch and move and grab things. Let your child play with whatever excites them. The more engaged you are, the more they'll learn and grow.
Safety. Avoiding falls.
Babies at this age begin to move more and will soon roll over for the first time. The first time your baby rolls over, there may not be any warning. This can make high surfaces like changing tables, beds, sofas, countertops, and stairs potential fall hazards. So always keep one hand in contact with your baby. And make sure your baby is securely and appropriately strapped into car seats, bouncers, high chairs, or strollers when in use.
Temperament. Our temperaments shape how we experience the world. Understanding your baby's temperament helps you meet their needs. Eating. Introducing solid foods is mostly about getting your baby familiar with new tastes and textures. Play. Let your baby spend time on the floor and play with simple and safe household objects. Safety, avoiding falls. Keep a hand on your baby whenever they are on a high surface, as they can roll over and fall.
Beyond your child's health and development, your doctor is also here to help you find resources to support the wellness of your entire family. If you're worried about housing, food, discrimination, problems with drugs or alcohol, violence, or anything else we haven't had a chance to cover here, bring it up during your visit. These issues matter to your child's health, and if something is important to you, it's important to your doctor.